Good morning, students. This is Arvind Obriar, and you all are welcome to the e-learning portal of Cambridge International School, Daswa. We are reading the supplementary reader, that is Footprints Without Feet. The chapter that we will read today is The Hack Driver, written by Sinclair Lewis. Before starting today's chapter, let's have a quick recap of the poem The Ball Poem, written by John Berryman, that we have already read in our previous video. The poet is talking about a little boy who has lost his ball. He was playing with it. The ball skipped from his hand and went into the nearby water body. The poet says that this sight of the boy losing his favorite ball made him think about the boy and his reaction to this situation. He further says that the boy was helplessly looking into the water where his ball had gone. He was sad and was trembling with fear. He got so immersed in his sorrow that he kept standing near the harbor for a very long time and kept on looking for his ball. The poet says that he could console him that he may get new balls, or he could also give him some money to buy another ball. But he stops himself from doing so because he thinks that the money may bring a new ball but will not bring the memories and feelings attached to the lost ball. He further says that the time has come for the boy to learn his responsibilities. Here, the poet wants to say that now the boy will learn the toughest lesson of life, the lesson of accepting the harsh realities of life, that one day we all will lose our loved one and our loved things. Now, first of all, I would like to tell you about the author. Sinclair Lewis was born on February 7th, 1885 in Minnesota, United States, and he was died on 10th of January 1951 in Rome, Italy. His works are known for their critical views of American capitalism and materialism between the wars. He is also respected for his strong characterization of modern working women. He has been honored by the US Postal Service with a postage stamp on the Great Americans series. His first serious novel, R. Mr. Wren, The Romantic Adventure of a Gentleman, appeared in 1914, followed by The Trail of the Hawk, a comedy of the seriousness of life, in 1915, and The Job in 1917. In the year 1930, he became the first writer from the United States and the first from the Americans to receive the Nobel Prize in Literature, which was awarded for his vigorous and graphic art of description and his ability to create, with wit and humor, new type of characters. After winning the Nobel Prize, Lewis wrote 11 more novels, 10 of which appeared in his lifetime. The best remembered is It Can't Happen Here, that was published in 1935, a novel about the election of the fascist to the American presidency. The story is based on the theme that appearances are often deceptive. The hack driver was Oliver Lutkin himself, but as the narrator had never met him before, he could not recognize him. The hack driver took advantage of the situation and posed himself to be Bill or Magnuson. He pretended to find Lutkins for him and took him for a ride through the village. The hack driver took him to several places and spent hours with him. But the narrator could not suspect his identity. The author of this story was an American novelist, Sinclair Lewis. This is an amusing tale about a young lawyer who is very innocent. He goes to a village to serve to a person called Oliver Lutkins. At the railway station, he meets a person who introduces himself as Bill. Bill told that he knew everyone in the village and promises to search Lutkins for the lawyer. He takes the lawyer to visit lots of places and takes a lot of money from him. But after a long search, they could not find Lutkins. Next day, when the lawyer goes to the village with one of his colleagues, he came to know that the hack driver was Lutkin himself. Everyone except the lawyer was laughing at him, and he felt ashamed of himself. Now, the explanation of page number 47. The narrator gives his introduction that after completing his graduation with honors, he got selected for a job of junior assistant clerk in a very famous law firm. But instead of preparing legal papers like a lawyer, he had to deliver the court orders to various people whom he had referred to as his victims. He said so because in many of the cases he had to face very awkward situations where he was beaten up by them. They did so in order to avoid court orders. So the narrator says that he hated his job. He hated it to the extent that he sometimes thought of running away to his hometown where he could work as a real lawyer and not as a mere clerk. One day, the narrator was very happy to know that he had to visit a place which was 40 miles away from the place where he lived. He says that the town which he had to visit was New Mullion. He had to visit this place in order to serve summons, that is, court orders, to a man named Oliver Lutkins. Oliver Lutkin was a witness or observer in some case, and the firm needed him for that case, but he had constantly been neglecting the letters sent by the law firm. When the narrator reached New Mullion, his excitement about visiting a village was washed off. It happened so because the village was not as per his expectations. The streets were in a bad condition as they were full of mud. The shops were also very dull. Everything he saw was full of dullness, making him sad. But then he saw a delivery man who was about 40 years old and was very cheerful. It seemed to the narrator that he was very friendly with other people. This made him like the delivery man, and he referred him as the only person in the village who made him feel nice. Now, page number 48. The narrator went up to this cheerful delivery man and told him that he was searching for a man named Oliver Lutkin. The delivery man quickly repeated the name of the person being searched by the clerk. He then told him that he saw Lutkin 1 hour ago. He also told him that it was not easy to find him as he was always up to something. Then he told him that Lutkins could be found at Fritz's shop, where he played a card game known as poker. He also inquired him about the urgency for finding Lutkins. The clerk replied that it was very urgent to find Lutkins as he had to go back to the city by the afternoon train. To this, the delivery man said that he had a horse cart and he would help him in finding Lutkins. He knew all those places where Lutkins spent his free time. The clerk was impressed by the friendly and caring behavior of the delivery man. He says that though he knew that he was trying to earn some money from him, but he accepted his offer because he was very nice man. It was because of his nice and friendly behavior that he accepted the offer, but he cracked the deal at $2 per hour. Later on, the delivery man brought his horse cart and offered him to sit. The clerk thought of the kindness and the helpful nature of the villagers who helped a stranger and took his problems as his own. The deliveryman started conversation with the clerk and inquired if he had to take back his money from Lutkins. He also told him that Lutkin never paid back his debts. He too had to take back 50 cents from him, which he had won in the poker game. The deliveryman regretted being a fool who played with Lutkins, though he was aware of his nature of non payment of money. Later on, he suggested that he should not come in front of Lutkins because his fancy clothes would make Lutkins doubt him and could give him a chance to run away. So he told him to stay behind at Fritz's shop. As the hack driver was working hard for him, he told him the truth behind his search. He told him that Lutkins was a witness in a very important case, but he was not helping them. That information of Lutkins could help them in solving the case quickly. The driver heard all this very seriously and then hit on his shoulder and said that they would surprise Lutkins by catching him and fulfilling the clerk's purpose. They start their search for Lutkins. On their way, the hack driver introduced himself as Bill or Magnusson and said that his business was called William Magnusson Fancy Carting and Hacking. The clerk replied in a very friendly way that now he and Bill should begin their search mission. Bill also told him that Lutkins was very fond of playing poker and also praised his ability to cheat others. Bill took the clerk to Fritz's shop and inquired about Oliver Lutkins. He tried to appear natural by saying that his friend has come to meet him. Fritz tell the truth about Lutkins. At first, Fritz was confused, but then he said that Lutkins was there a few hours ago. But he left for Gustav's shop where he had gone for a shave. After getting the information, Bill asked Fritz to convey a message to Lutkins that he was looking for him. Next, they went to Gustav's shop, where also Bill went inside the shop and the clerk waited for him outside. He had to face the anger of the hairdresser because Lutkins had not paid his $35. But one of the customers told him that he had seen Lutkins in the main street near the hotel. When they were about to climb the hack again, Bill guessed that Lutkins may have gone to Gray's barber shop because his credit limit with Gustav had ended. But when they reached Gray's barber shop, they came to know that Lutkins left the place just 5 minutes ago. They decided to visit the pool room. Someone told them that he had left after buying cigarettes. So their attempt to catch him were all in vain. Almost an hour had passed and it was 1 o'clock in the afternoon and the clerk was hungry. But Bill's cheerfulness and his knowledge of the villagers were so delightful for him that he hardly bothered to find Lutkins. Now, dear students, I am going to conclude what we have read today. We read that the narrator of this story explains that after completing his graduation, he started working with a famous law firm in the city. He was working as an assistant clerk there. He was not happy with his job of serving summons because sometimes he had to face harsh situations while serving them. One day he got the task of serving summons to Oliver Lutkins, who was a key witness in some case. He lived in a small town named New Mullion. The narrator was very excited to visit the small and beautiful town, but his excitement ended by the dull appearance of the town. He saw a hack driver standing at the platform who was very cheerful and nice. He went up and inquired about Oliver Lutkins as he was new to the town and wanted to find him. The driver told him that Oliver was a nasty man who owed debt to many people. He also cunningly extracted information from the lawyer that he needed Lutkins for some court case. A deal was cracked between both. He decided to hire Bill's hack and go on a search for Lutkins. Bill somehow trapped the lawyer in his story and they visit different places in search of Lutkins. He always asks the lawyer, "Stay behind." They go to Fritz shop to catch Lutkins while playing poker, but he tells them that he has gone to Gustav's for a shave. At Gustav's, they were not able to meet him and were told that someone saw him in the pool room. Here also somebody said that he left the pool room after buying cigarettes. Now, on the basis of your understanding the chapter, there are some questions for you. Try to do all these questions by yourself only. So, till the next class we meet, take care of yourself and do studies.